stream. Oh, I get a little shot of the video up there too.
Yeah, you get it up there. We don't see. We just see this screen right now. You'll see what the live feed is up there. Sorry about that. Okay, Instagram's going. TikTok. Yeah. I can't see it, but I could see.
You want to pull the
Yeah.
trucks down? Which one do you want?
I really didn't want the blue one.
You said you didn't care.
Can you do this?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just literally go by the store.
That's alright. Just get it out of the way. I didn't know.
It's probably took under that desk, no?
No, it's alright. It's good. Are we?
We're live.
Fine.
My Instagram's not loading on my computer. For my live.
This is Q4.
See it on my bio on my account.
Should be a little tricky.
No, not as much.
The glue for the- When do you want to talk about these right away?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We have comments. There you go.
I can't get it to be uploaded on here for some reason.
Platform.
Should just go to YouTube.
I'll do Instagram on my phone. There, I got it on my computer. I'll do Instagram.
Okay, I'll do YouTube, TikTok.
Sure.
So this we're able to show a view close up.
Once we get through this, I know Mike has a couple like little notes and stuff to go over with everybody afterwards. But you got news and stuff, and then at the end.
Yeah, just a little bit of needles.
And then once we get done with news, then we'll do questions.
Okay.
Cool.
So these are the zoomies, right? The upright ones. These are long, and these are the zoomies. Okay.
This isn't on here.
Before we put that on stream, should I run over and grab the
This
giveaway
one
stuff?
at least.
Or is mine gonna grab it?
That's not good one.
Then we talked about the
Mike will grab one.
other aluminum bumpers, the regular style. That one's new.
It's not on here.
Mike,
Yes.
you're grabbing the trucks. Just use this little alleyway here to get the trucks.
Sure.
So we don't have to people walk across the screen.
You could probably put it on the ground too. and
Mhm.
you-
Yeah, that's a plan.
I'll include it in the.
much on the hardware kit?
Yeah, I'll add that. When you're talking about the other stuff, I'll say.
And did we come up with a terminology on this? Just more extreme angles.
I know, just remember the word. That's the
Breakage?
backlash.
Backlash.
That's what it's called. You have that play, but that has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
It just hit me.
Never heard of that one before.
That's
All right.
what happens when
Do
you're
you
old.
have some comments here on it too? Yeah, making it sound like really like it's
Can you make that bigger, or not bigger, but down further? So drag that one down and make that one bigger. Not that we're gonna. Nice to see who's. The mic is still hot.
Good morning, everyone. We're still setting up. We'll be with you. We'll be with everyone
Yeah.
in just a minute here. Thank you.
Oh, so that's 3 different. That's cool.
Yeah, I just couldn't get Facebook up because it should be in the window, but it's not loading. I don't want to break it. Who's watching Facebook? I have Facebook right here. Or right here.
Behind the scenes chatter. Yep.
Yeah. Hot mic.
Hashtag hot mic.
You guys let me know when you want to appear.
Yeah. Let's see. Look at that. Hey guys.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Mike.
I'm John.
We're with RC Four Wheel Drive. So, welcome to our Q4 giveaway live. We've got a lot of really fun stuff to share with everyone today. New products, especially. We're going to go over some events that have passed and some up-and-coming events. So, and then we'll get to the fun stuff, the giveaways. Yeah.
Nice.
So
I don't know if I want to win the one now or the one that's.
they're
Coming
both
up.
they're both really cool. So I'm really excited for the
Yeah,
winners.
I got to figure out which one I want to win. So,
Well,
all right. So let's get started. We got a good amount of people viewing.
Just a couple minutes. Just let them know a couple more people.
Okay. We're gonna let things warm up a little bit. What's going on, man?
well, we just went to Proline by the Fire
there you
last
go.
weekend. That was
Yeah.
pretty amazing. Lot of, as far as I can tell, this is one of the best turnouts ever. The
Really?
overflow parking out there at Horseman Center was completely overflowed. The whole camping area was full.
Nice.
Hundreds and hundreds of scale trucks out there. It was really amazing, and it was really nice to see all the people that came out to see the RC four-wheel drive booth and visit with us. And we gave away a bunch of prizes too. We had really nice prizes, extremely nice prizes. We gave out fuel cells, we gave out winches, we gave out jacks, we gave out scale benches, license plates,
That's cool.
some hats or some beanies. What else? Inner fenders, tires, the list goes on. So really, really stoked to give everyone some fun prizes, and we got a really great response. So thanks to
Very
everyone
cool.
that came to the booth. We had a lot of our partners show up. We saw Francis from RC RC Review, right?
Okay.
And then I was jumping forward, but we saw Josh Dutton from RC Every Day out there. Yeah, so that was really exciting.
Very cool.
To meet Josh in person. We had people come out from Hawaii, from the East Coast, from Canada.
Well, the cool thing was, I think, like the people from Hawaii and that is, I was at the NERSA show, which was in Vegas, and a lot of people were jumping from there right to Proline.
Right to Proline.
So
Right.
that kind of, the timing there was nice because it allowed some of the people to go that maybe wouldn't go normally. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts of the event was the show and shine. You guys can check out our Instagram, and we posted some really fun videos to really try to capture the whole event there, and everything going on. The show and shine though was one of my favorites, and
Yeah, that's
a lot of
always-
scale trucks this year. Really saw a lot of RC four-wheel drive parts and accessories, even on all the other rigs. So it was really amazing.
Nice.
So check those out on Instagram.
Cool.
What else is going on? I guess I can mention it now since we're waiting. We're
Yeah.
Instagram. We just celebrating we will be celebrating our 150K followers. So we want to thank Instagram and everybody out there who joined us recently on our Instagram page. So we'll be doing something here shortly to celebrate that and kick it off. So
Very cool.
stay tuned for that. So we're really excited.
Good. Good.
And like I said, thank you to everyone who recently joined us. Hopefully you're tuning in today to get a little better picture of what we're all about and what we do.
Very cool. So we want to get started?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. First off, the big thing is the new 82 Toyota, licensed Toyota Ready to Runs, Trailfinder 2. Comes in red and blue. You know, it's one of those things where it's almost like a 50-50 on what people like. The colors have just been really embraced. Couple of the key things from this versus previous. Obviously, you can see it has the opening hood. It's got the detailed engine bay. I mean, really, for a ready to run, we're second to none on the details in the engine bay. You know, that's a huge part of what RC four-wheel drive has always been about, is pushing the envelope on the scale parts of it. So this really shows the direction that we are really looking to go. Couple other things. It's got the new Yoda 2 axles, the version 2s, which allow for the under axle mount leafs. But the biggest benefit of this update is the knuckles. So, you know, we've heard, you know, obviously from everybody that there was some things that could be done with the axles to make them, the kingpin screws, a little more durable, and that's what we did. So we made more material on the housing, and then adjusted the knuckles so that there's more threads and more meat there to tighten that down. So that issue is going to be completely eliminated now. It also has the new upgraded bumpers, sliders. The rear has the receiver hitch built in, and I'll be going over that a little bit more. But I mean, you can see it here. So, you know, we just refreshed that and made those just a nicer upgrade. And I think besides the paint job, the
we have full interiors.
full interior, we got the fender wells that are included in it.
SR5 logos, metal
Yeah,
emblems.
SR5, the paint scheme. I mean, the livery, that paint scheme is just classic. And you know, that's all I've heard was the paint, the quality of the paint has just been is just over the top. So,
Yeah, these are all hand painted too,
Yep,
so
yep.
it's really amazing to see the detail on them. You know, the gloss and everything, it just really hits.
yeah.
It really does. So really, I love it.
Oh, and of course the
Oh, yeah.
antenna. We went through the whole thing and didn't.
It's,
Yeah.
we got a little antenna.
got
on
the
there
little
now. Can we
antenna.
zoom in on the antenna real quick? Show everyone. This is kind of a neat touch. So
Yep.
add the little antenna on there. I like that. We see that on there, everyone. So really great details.
Definitely.
Love it. All right.
And full light kit.
Oh yeah, lighting,
Yeah.
factory lighting.
Yep.
We've got the BF Goodrich. These are the KO2s. with all the logos on them and everything.
Yeah.
Really great grippy tires. Great,
Yeah.
just great traction with these. So
Yeah, I mean
Um,
it's a serious Class 1 right out of the box. I mean, you're gonna have points left over.
Definitely,
You know?
definitely. Check out some of our. We've highlighted some of our media partners out there with these trucks and everything, and I've heard coming back from the drivers and everything. These, handle like they've worked on them already and
Yeah.
tuned them up, so they come out of the box really tuned and ready to rock. So we're really stoked on this.
Yep.
All right, so what's next? We got a couple sets of wheels to show off here. These are some 1.9 vintage Landys. They're a 5 lug here. They've got the lug nuts on the outside. You could use these on your, of course, your 5 lug builds, your Land Rovers and such,
Mm-hmm.
Range Rovers.
Yep.
So these are pretty slick wheel that come in a 1.9. Part number Z-W0136. Got another set of 1.9. These are the deep dish wagon wheels in chrome.
They come in black also. We released them in black too.
You guys see that better? Did we miss the Landys? So these are the black Landys and the stamped steel. And then we got the deep dish wagon wheels and a 1.9. So this will really give you a nice offset wheel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or putting a wider tire on. Gives
And
you enough.
these are 8 lug. See that real closely there? There's a really nice scale hardware in there. So it's an 8 lug wheel.
So for those big axles, for
Right.
the 3/4 and 1 tons.
And these are Z-W0079s. And then we've got them in black to match. So this is also a deep dish wagon wheel 1.9, 8 lug. Part number Z-W0084. What else is going on? We've got a Miller.
Not much to see there, but
Right, this
you'll
is
see it
a
up on the screen.
this is a lighting kit for the RC 4-wheel drive Miller Motorsports Rock Racer or Pro Rock Racer. In the kit, you will get a set of headlights, a
Roll bar.
light bar for the
Sorry.
front that covers over the whole windshield, and then also a LED bar that goes inside the
Back
rear
light,
light bar. So you
Yeah.
get sand lights and brake lights.
brake lights.
And this is they're controlled remotely. You plug it into the 5th channel of the radio on the car, and you will be able to control the lighting off and on in 3 modes via the remote. And then also when you reverse or do the brakes, the brake lights light. So it's a full-blown light kit.
Yeah, it's got a
Controller.
controller on it that controls the function of that stuff. So it's
Right.
really, it's not just plugging them in and the lights are on all the time.
No, this is a
They're
full
actually
featured light
active.
kit. So it's
Yeah.
pretty neat. We'll be displaying the features here shortly. So stay tuned for that. But a really nice kit you put together. The wiring's real nice and fine and scale. Tucks all through. There's enough wiring to fit through all the cage and everything and tuck it out of the way. So nice kit. Really happy about that. That's it for me for now. What do you got, John?
Well, we kind of talked about it on the truck itself, but with the release of the truck, we did come out with the parts that you can upgrade your existing TF2s with. We've got the front bumper that has the winch mount on it. We've got the rear that has the receiver for hitch, and then we've got the sides sliders. So I'll just give you the numbers here real quick. For the front bumper, it is Z-S0852. For the rear bumper, it's ZS0475. And the sliders are ZS0274. And these are all in plastic, which is nice. I mean, they're a nice finish, and obviously they're going to be durable. They're going to, they're not going to, they're going to help slide and all that stuff when you're going over
They're very
rocks.
stout,
Yeah,
I would say.
yeah, they're definitely.
Yeah, they
Like-
just
like a
support the
thicker,
vehicle. Yeah,
yep.
very nice.
No, that's something nice that you can upgrade your existing TF2 with also.
I wanted to mention real quick, John, that the receiver part on the hitch receiver here is removable
Oh, yeah,
also. So
yeah.
if you see there's some
Perfect.
screws in there, you can actually remove the receiver. So you can have
If you're
actually
more
remove
concerned about clearance.
clearance or you're out crawling or whatever. So that's a detachable little piece.
Yeah.
Really, I like it. It's nice.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Moving on, where are we here? Okay, let's get into the meat of some things here. We've been talking about our Yoda 2 version 2 axles. They've come out, of course, in chrome if you haven't seen them already. Some real bling for your rig. The rear axle, I believe, is the same, but we've done some work to the front axle.
It's the version 2. Yeah.
And this is also for the black ones too, not just the chrome. We'll get to this real quick, but Alex, can I get a zoom in here on this? It's gonna show.
Put something on the screen.
Oh, you got something on the screen. Great. So what they've done here with the version 2s is they've added some material here in this area around the knuckle where the bushings and the screw go in. I go to the zoom on this. Okay, can everyone see that? So if you look real closely here, I'll set it down so you can get a better view. You can really see the meat right there that's been added, the material there. So there's, you know, several threads to
Right.
tap into, and then they've also added some material on the top here where the bushing goes. And then another thing we wanted to talk about is that the version 2 is been revised so that when you do the axle over the leaves, the holes for the cover, the diff cover, are already
the
tapped
same.
on the other side.
Yep.
So there's no modification that needs to be done to the housing. Is that correct, John?
Yep. Yep.
I have one in here in the package, and you can see the screws. Get a better view. There's 4 holes on this side for the cover, and then also on this side. So no modification needed. And if you see here, the black axles also have the nice, sorry about the view there with the plastic, but nice thick housing.
Right.
there.
Right.
So really, really fun stuff there. Durability, I would say, is the big key factor here.
Yep. Yep. And the chrome ones, you know, we've seen several people that are already updating their show trucks with them, which is really cool. I've had a couple team drivers that are doing it. Mike Lohman is actually doing his 82 in a very cool show truck. So that's really neat. So I mean, it's one of those things that to really bling out your vehicle.
I love it. They're
Yeah.
really shiny too.
Oh,
they're
they're
not
nice.
just polished. They're
No,
chrome
no,
plated.
they're chrome
Yeah.
plated. Yeah.
So with the housing, if you replace your housing now, you're going to get the new version 2. This is part number Z-A0075. They are compatible with the XVDs and the dog bones. However, if you do buy the new V2 axles, they all are going to come with the XVDs.
Yep.
So we're moving away. But just want to let everyone know that if you are rebuilding an axle, they will work with the dog bones,
Yep.
the knuckles as well.
Yep.
Along with that,
The one thing that you want to do is if you're converting your Yoda to version 1s,
Right.
what you need is you need 3 parts. You need the knuckles, you need the case, and then you need a hardware kit. The hardware kit is a ZS0261, and the reason you need that is for screw length and for the kingpin brass bushings. They're longer because of the extra meat.
okay.
So you want to get that hardware kit too. So if you're going to convert them over, do that. You don't need to change anything else. So all the other guts in the version 1 will go right into it. So that's all you need to do to upgrade to the newest version.
All right, thank you, John. You guys hear that? So there is a hardware kit that goes with this. So also we released the 120 millimeter hardened steering link. This is forward in front of the axle.
Front of axle.
Front of axle. It's tapered for it to go around the differential. And this is part number Z-SO194. So it's hardened and made to go in front of the axle. So
Yep.
if you know some of our previous configurations,
Go in the
the
back.
steering link was behind the axle.
Yep.
Okay, so we
And
got
that's for version 2 also.
version 2. All right. One other thing here that's not on the list I wanted to point out, we have an updated version of our plastic Punisher shafts. And what they've done is made the cutouts on the universals a little deeper so that you can get more of an extreme angle on your drive shafts without any backlash or
Right.
binding.
Yep.
So, nice upgrade for your trucks here. These will now replace the older versions, I guess. Okay. So really nice, very durable. hardened steel with a nice plastic slider in the middle. And that's it for me for this round.
All right. Next for me is the 1.9 Dixie Pick Fun Countries. You know, this is a perfect tire for the deep dish that we're talking about. Nice wide,
Wide.
real sticky tread. Just an awesome tire for
Pinch them together.
yeah, pinch them together. They're that sticky. But you know, it's funny because it's one of those things where knowing what tire tread for your terrain, I was just having a conversation with customer service about that, and you know, there's different treads for different terrain, and you know, a big luggy like a Pro Mickey Thompson tire is going to be more for mud and that type
So
of
it
thing.
can
So
shed
it
the
just
mud,
sheds
yeah.
the mud, digs in, that kind of stuff. This kind of tread is more for that, like all-terrain
Still has
performance.
wide lugs in between.
Right, but it's got all the siping in that for climbing, you know, rocks, that kind of stuff, and still looks like a great street tire. So this is a great option for.
It's got a nice bold look to it.
Yep. And then you know, it's hard to even show you the details on it. So I would say just go buy them and look at the details. But you can zoom in, can't you?
I can if you want to.
Yeah, I mean,
Alec, you got a minute there?
I mean, it's really cool to see. I'm just going to hold it here, and you can kind of zoom in. You can see all the design, molding, the lettering. I mean, we put all the safety information
The DOT
on.
warning.
Yep, yep.
You've got lots of markings on the sidewall.
Yeah, I
And the
love I love the markings.
Yeah, and I just wanted to point out, since we're up close here, these have the white foams in them. They're very dense
Hmm.
and will support a nice scale rig on the sidewalling.
Yep,
I like those foams.
yep. That's a nice tire. So
Thank you,
we
Alec.
got those. The next thing we have are 2 items for the K10. We've got a single step, which I believe you're going to pop up. The one thing that we want to make sure of, the number is a Z-S0224, and this mounts on the chassis rail and will tuck up under the body.
Kind of in this area here.
Yeah, so that there's you've got a single step, something that, you know, is very familiar to the older style trucks.
You grab the handle and step on the
Grab-
step and
yep,
pull yourself into
Exactly.
the cab.
Now, it only comes in a single because in a lot of instances, people would just put it on the one side, you know,
right.
just for someone to get in. But if you want 2 of them, just make sure that you order 2 of these.
It's a single. Okay.
Yeah, but it's a really nice, heavy duty, so you're not going to have to worry about if you hit something with it or whatever. It's not going to go anywhere. But it's an easy installation.
And it mounts directly to the chassis.
Directly to the
All right.
Trailfinder chassis, so that's a great thing. And then the other one is the step bumper, which in fact I'm going to open it up here because it's such a nice looking bumper, and anybody that is familiar with the old style bumpers, I mean, this is exactly it. Can we
Yeah,
scan
can we
in a
zoom
little
in?
bit, just get a little closer?
I wanted to mention, if you go on our Instagram, this is actually the bumper we used in our backup contest
Oh,
at
really?
the show.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's very durable,
Yeah.
and it really pulled that trailer around.
But it just gives you that big, beefy K10, you know, nostalgic look. Excuse me, with the diamond pleat on the top. It's got the ball mounts on it.
It comes with a ball, also, I noticed.
Yep, yep. But just such a nice, yeah, it has a little light
License plate lighting.
lighting there too, that you can put
So
lights in there
neat.
if you want. But just such a nice, detailed, heavy aluminum bumper that fits perfect with any vintage K10 build. It's
looks
it's
chrome
exactly
plated.
it. Yep. Oh yeah, it's chrome plated.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's a nice one. Just bolts right on.
It looks like you go to the. I attached it to the
can
body, or
right.
you
You
can
can
go
go
to the
either
front.
one. Yep.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you, Alec.
That's it for me.
All right, here we get to the fun stuff. This is something that
Zoomy.
the zoomies and the The long tube headers. This is really exciting. So we've got a couple new versions of headers that are for your V8, your RC four-wheel drive 1/10 scale V8 engine. These are more for your custom builds.
Coming out the hood.
Coming out the hood or out the sides here.
Yep.
If you go to our partners, Josh from RC Everyday has these displayed on a couple of his rat rod builds and also on our product page. So these are really neat. These are heavy plastic exhaust headers. They are raw white plastic, so they can be painted and detailed. I've installed a couple of sets of them here, or all of them on our V8 engine. If you go on our Instagram a couple of days ago, I put them on all the sets of headers on this engine here. So we got the uprights, the zoomies, and a couple of different configurations. This one I really like. It's kind of got the tube that doubles back here into to 4 ports here. I guess, and if you look, you can mount these either way. They'll go that way
Kinda
or
up or down.
down. And then, of course, the upright ones too are really neat. I think this would be good on a mud truck or something.
Yeah,
coming out
or a
the
Polar.
hood. A Polar.
Yeah.
Oh. So we've got a couple of different styles here.
The sound effects don't come with it.
No, but you like that? We'll give it some more chop.
Yeah,
Pop,
yeah.
pop, pop.
Yeah.
So this was really neat. It's kind of the tubes stacked together and then the tubes all lined up. So you could put these out the bottom too. That would be that would work.
Interesting.
Interesting. I wanted to note though, these don't fit on your standard Trail Finder builds. I've noted so some of these are a little, you might have clearance issues or do some modifications. So these are more for your custom builds, I would say. You would have to cut the hood or
Yeah,
no hood.
right,
Yeah,
right.
so but these are really neat. They a couple different part numbers. We have the Z dash. Make sure I get them in order here. The Z dash 0313s. They are the uprights, the long tubes with the 4 here, kind of coupled together. Then we have the other set of long tubes here, the ZSO465s
That are flat.
that are flat, and then the zoomies, of course, are the ZSO314s and the ZSO315s. And again, these are like a raw plastic. They're kind of a rough, so they can be painted
Yeah.
and then
like
detailed.
weathered and
Weathered,
distrib-
yeah.
Make it look.
Or you
the-
could leave them white and make them look like they're ceramic coated,
Yeah,
maybe or
yeah.
something. But, very, very heavy plastic. The mounting plates are very nice. It looks like it has a full gasket set on there.
Mhm.
And it comes with the scale hardware as well and a socket. So you get the whole package
Nice.
there. All right? And if you want to go check out RC Everyday, he's got a couple of them already all set up on his rigs and all detailed out.
Nice.
I think that's it for the products.
Yeah.
Let's move on here. Let me move these out of the way. Anything else you need to add, John?
No, we're good. We're moving along good here.
All right, so this is the part where we go over some of the events we've had with some of our partners out there. Again, if you want to have an RC four-wheel drive title event, you can go to our corporate site and fill out the event sponsorship page. Let us know what you're doing.
Yep. On the
And-
store site, if you go to the very bottom and go under sponsorships, you'll see that there's event sponsorships. That'll take you to that corporate page too. So
Yeah, so if you're interested in having an event, we'd be more than happy to check it out and maybe we can help out. So we're going to go over a couple events that have recently happened. One you've all probably heard about. One of our team drivers likes to put on. This is in Harrisville, New Hampshire. This happened back in August. Ledgestock. So if you if you Google Ledgestock, I believe this will come up, and you can see it on Facebook.
Yeah,
It was a
definitely.
really great event.
oh, it was awesome.
That was back in August. Here's another one. This is from your buddy. This happened back in August. The RC Fam Jam in
Mm-hmm.
UK.
Yep.
Then there was the another one in August. We had the 5th RC Semi Truck and Heavy Machinery Show. That was at Hobbytown in Waco,
In
Texas.
Waco, Texas. Yeah.
Yeah. Here's another cool one. This was the Bloom Hobby Center. That was with
That's Norm.
Norm?
Norm, the owner of Bloom Hobby. out in
our
Bloomsburg,
Warriors.
yeah,
Yeah, in
yeah.
Bloomburg, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
So that was they had a crawl fest out there.
Yep.
And then any others we've got some up and coming events.
Yeah, yeah. Coming up the next couple months here, we've got the Truck Nationals at Shaw's Hobby Shop in Oklahoma on the 18th of October. We've got the Coppa Italia WRCCA. That is October 19th. That's actually team drivers involved in that.
Tala Zone? Is that one?
No, no,
Oh,
no,
no,
no.
that was the other one?
No, that's Turkey.
Okay.
And then the
Oh, yeah.
Mona 6 Scale Crawler Fest is in Istanbul, Turkey, and that's Tala, one of our team drivers. It's doing a great job. It's amazing just how much he's grown that the interest in the scale side of it in Turkey.
In Turkey. If
He's-
I recall, they had 160 or 150
Yeah.
participants last year, so we're looking forward to this one for sure.
Yeah, he's doing a great job there, just promoting that and getting more people involved. So we're excited to see that. The Battle of the Bluegrass 2 is in Kentucky. That's on the 19th also. Looks like a lot of people are trying to get it in right before the winter.
Right before the winter kicks
Everybody's
in.
right here.
It's a busy month.
One of the another title sponsorship is the Darkwoods RC Park, presented at Overland Adventure. That's in Alpena, Michigan. That's on the 19th also. One that is really cool is at the Crawler Space in Michigan. The Crawler Space is having their 5-year anniversary party. I was talking to the owner, Dave, and I remember back 5 years ago, he had contacted me. He has a tattoo shop, and he was expanding to an RC stuff, and he talked to me early on about this. And it was funny because he reached out to me because of this, that he was going to try and have this anniversary. And I was like, wow, that was 8 years ago that, you called me and said, hey, I think I'm going to do this. And now he's got this shop. So
that's great. That's
yeah, really cool. So I'm looking
great
forward
story.
to that. That's October 26th. Definitely go to his site. I was messaging with him last night. He's going to be posting up some videos and stuff like that to try and promote that. We're going to send him some stuff to give away just to celebrate our partnership with him for the past 5 years. And, just go there and support him and enjoy the time that he's going to give you. Another team driver, Alan Davidson, down in South Africa, doing a great job with the Camel Trophy.
Yeah.
That segment. So he's got an open and a Camel Trophy. Drive it like a rental.
Yeah.
So,
That's my motto.
Yeah, that's one thing that he does with the Camel Trophy is he has specific RC 4-wheel drive Camel, and then he'll have open. So then he'll, someone else that has another brand of truck can come and run. But the Camel Trophy itself is really specified for the Trofine or the
Jolande. Yeah, great.
Yep. One we've always partnered with over in Iowa, the Iowa RC Outlaws Sand Drags. They always, have a great turnout. They have great interaction. They always follow up and give us some great content afterwards. So we love supporting them. And another one is the Crawlers and Coffee. The Sand Drags is November 2nd, but then the Crawlers and Coffee is December 7th, and that's at Horseman Center in Apple Valley. That's one that I know they do pretty consistently, and it's a real good turnout.
Big raffles there as well.
So we're looking forward to being part of that.
They usually have vendors and raffles and food truck shows up and stuff. So that's a great event to attend if you're in Southern California.
Yeah.
Easy to get to, right off the 15 freeway.
Okay. And then to reiterate again, 2025 is coming up here. We know events are planning, and we want to make sure that if you have any events, get these submissions in for sponsorships early. We like it as early as possible because then we can plan for making sure that we're sponsoring you and getting that package out to you. But the minimum is 2 months. We need to have at least that much time.
2 months to get everything out.
Right, because some people I know it comes a little late. But
Okay.
if you know it's going to be in April of next year, and you know that's going to happen, get that in. Let's get that in the system so that we're ready for you.
Okay, yeah, make sure you get your info in early. And again, it's on our corporate site. We have a sponsorship, event sponsorship page.
Good, good.
All right.
Okay. So now we're to the point of, I believe, giving away the
Ready?
truck.
Is the team ready?
So you want to carry on this because our phone died? Just aim at the giveaway truck real quick so I can man the. Do you want to let people know we had a technical issue with this cam and that's why we're on that?
Okay, I guess we had our-
Well, it's showing you.
Hi, everyone. Close up.
We got a technical issue. I'm over here.
All right.
Wheel of names.
What?
This is the, you want to read this while I hold it
Yeah,
up?
yeah.
So this is built by our project manager.
Yep, this is built by Eric. Packed with recovery equipment and extra supplies for small campsite, along with upgraded suspension. Paint was chosen to help the truck blend into the forest and allow the camper to be tucked away and not seen. But the problem is if you go out hiking, you might not find your truck.
Where did they park?
I know it was here somewhere, but everything's blended in.
Looks like we got a little Jenny in here. We've got a fuel tank. We got a little
Yeah.
milk crate with the oil, some firewood.
Of course, it's the extra cab body with the
Jumper
long
cables.
wheelbase chassis. Has Milestar Patagonias, 1.9s on it, really nice. They look weathered.
We had to take it out and shoot video of it.
Dual spring, the 80 millimeter shocks. Let me see.
Tube
It's
doors.
got the Black Rhino wheels. It's got tube doors. It's got the ARB rooftop tent. It's got the steel exhaust in the back. That's always a good one when you're off-roading and you drag it. It makes it look even better. It has the roof, the rack. Yep. That he modified that for on there, right? Or no, the rack's up here. Gotcha. Okay. He upgraded the motor to the 35 turn rebuildable, and then the extreme speed controller, the Outcry.
The Outcry.
And
So
you
they're
had mentioned,
programmable.
yeah. Okay. You said has the fridge freezer. It's got the winch straps. It's got the winch pull tags. It's got wooden handles, shovels, high lift jack. Updated the shock hoops. Let's see. What else do we got here? The Rome Adventure cases. There's 2 of those in there, right? Yeah. The
Down
mat
there.
tracks, you got to have those, and of course, you always need a subwoofer. So if the bears are coming, you can just
There's a
you can just-
subwoofer in the back seat.
yeah, you can just thump them right out.
Let's see that in there.
No.
Oh, I'm
No.
wiggling around too much.
Okay. So, are we ready to do the spin?
All right, so one lucky winner will be taking this truck home.
Look at this, guys.
Can we zoom in on that?
Can they see that?
They can see this.
Oh, okay.
They
so
can,
they're seeing
good.
that.
Okay,
I was like,
perfect.
we had to zoom that.
Okay.
Sorry about that. This died. But they see the wheel. Do you guys want to announce it? The drum roll or anything?
So if you've been shopping at RC Four-Wheel Drive and you've made a purchase from our website, you are automatically entered to win our giveaway trucks. And maybe somebody might have done the manual entry where you need to draw a picture that we specify and
What
send
was the
it
picture
in.
this time?
It
The
was
key, right?
The key this time.
And you do
so
have to be registered again. You have to be a registered user.
you have to be a registered user, so you got to log into your RC Four-Wheel Drive account as well.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
somebody who made a purchase in this past quarter from our website or did a manual entry is going to win this truck today.
Here it comes.
And it is a ready to run, by the way.
Yes.
With everything you need. Controller, with charger, and a battery, and the truck.
Diane Y from Sofia. Is that Belgium? No, Belgium.
Potentially.
Bulgaria. Yeah, Bulgaria. BG.
Well, all right.
Right.
Congratulations.
That's awesome. This thing's
All
heading to
right.
Bulgaria.
So here we go. We're going to take a quick look at it again before we send it out. This is a really great looking rig
Oh my gosh, yeah.
built by our project manager, Eric Sarcino. And he had a overlanding theme in mind for this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Basically a vehicle you can just go off the grid with.
Yep.
So with that in mind, the next build, are we ready?
Dun, dun, dun,
Let me move
dun.
this one out of the way. So that's the rig that you get lost in. So we made a rig now that we go find you in.
Yeah, that's a good way of saying it.
So here we go. All right. This is the, after you're lost and off the grid, this is the RC recovery team, or AKI named, I built this truck for the giveaway because of the color. It's, we named it the Moss, because it's a mossy green, and Boss, because
Yeah.
it's the boss of the trail. And
So
what
the
I
Moss
had in
Boss.
mind here was a little overlanding theme, but this was a vehicle that would go out and rescue you if you were stuck. It's got cases in the back with for first aid. We've got a cooler in there with refreshments. We've got some recovery hooks here on a line. Got a handheld winch in here. You can open up the tailgate. We've got some sleeping pads. On the outside, got a worn jack, a chainsaw for clearing the trail. Some of the wooden handled shovels here. Got some premium winch line here. The Chevy K10 roof rack packed with the Rome cases, some sand ramps, a spare tire, a nice, what would you call that, a bungee net.
Yeah.
And then what's really
Lights, I
neat
like-
here, this is pretty cool. This truck is made to hit the trail. Let me turn on the switch here, Abel. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
So this truck is equipped with maybe seven KC lights, 2, 4, 6, 7 KC lights. So we've got lights on the rack here, lights on the back bumper, and then a KC light bar on the front. So this truck is well lit. You also have the RC four-wheel drive K5, K10 hidden tube bumper here.
Yep.
We put some shackles on it, a worn Fairlead. What else? We have the fuel wheels. What are these? The rock. What are these? Rock creepers, right? Rock
Mhm.
creeper tires. Of course, this is on a K10 or a long wheelbase builder's kit. It's got K44 axles. We've got a Mojave snorkel here.
Oh, nice. It looks good on there.
It looks really good. It fits
Yeah.
really nicely. Nice Mojave snorkel. The panels on the rack are custom made for all the gear. The hood is custom painted. There I had a little black stripe on it. And the graphics are custom. So there's a couple extra goodies. There's some Easter eggs in here. And when you start to open it up and get home, if you open up some of the containers, I've thrown a couple extra RC four-wheel drive goodies in there for you to discover
That's
as
cool.
you're out on the trail. So we won't name those. But this is the funnest thing here. If you got a truck stuck out there, you just pull the hook out hook onto their bumper with shackle and yank them out of the
Drag them out.
drag
yep.
them out. So this just hangs in the back. I left some of the items loose in the back, so when you're bouncing down the trail and you get video, the stuff's bouncing in the back of the bed. So if you've ever heard of
Like the flashlight.
yeah, did that just fall out? So that must be one. That was probably one of the Easter eggs.
Yeah.
But there's lots of little scale goodies in here, and then of course, if you look inside, these were our scale drivers that we used in the YouTube video and for Instagram. So you get those fun little guys in there as well.
That's cool.
So this is the RC Recovery Team truck.
Very nice.
So this will be given away in January of 2025.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys want to see the video? Yeah,
Yeah,
let's check it
definitely
out.
show
So we were able to take this out on the trail a few days ago and got some footage of it. And I'll tell you, this truck handles with all the gear on it. It handles amazing.
Really well.
Yeah, it handles really well. It handles the weight really well with the tires and the foams and everything. We're going to show you a quick clip here. Really, I think I'd drive this truck myself.
Yeah.
So we're out looking for Eric right now on the trail. He's off the grid, and we're trying to find him.
Very cool.
Best of
Nice.
luck, everyone, and
Yeah.
hope.
So it's from when to when? From today? Okay, so keep an eye on the blog for dates
The
and
drawing,
the
yeah.
drawing dates and details.
And this is a ready to run as well, so you're gonna get everything. You're gonna get the battery, charger, and controller.
We found Eric.
We found Eric. So we'll you go out and get stuck, and we'll come back and rescue you
Yeah.
next month.
Yeah, there you go.
They look really good together, I think.
Yep.
I think we were kind of on the same spidey senses there. I had a lot of fun with this one, and I'm really happy that somebody's going to get to take this one.
Yep.
Remember to look in the boxes and cases for the little extra
That's
goodies.
cool. So while we're watching the video, is there any questions or anything that we can kind of talk over while?
I got a couple. First one, somebody was asking if the four-door Mojave is
At this point, yes, it's not something that's not going to be available right now. I'm not going to say that it's completely gone, but definitely at this point, it's not going to be available.
And then the other one was, how easy does the chrome scratch on the new G2 axle?
Surprisingly, they're durable. I was talking to somebody that was running them because, when I first saw them, I'm like, these are just going on the shelf. Well, I had talked to somebody that was actually running them, and he said they were surprisingly how durable they were. They are chrome plated, so that's going to make them more durable than even the steel. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously,
paint.
if you
Yeah.
gouge into the steel, you're gonna it's gonna be shown. But if it's just normal driving, you're not gonna have a problem. But once you gouge into the metal, that's below the finish anyways.
I would say chrome's probably a little tougher than
Right.
the paint.
The paint,
powder
definitely.
coating we use
Yep.
on them.
Yep.
Good question. Yeah, it was that's
Yeah.
good to know. It does look like a pretty heavy coating.
Yeah,
on
it looks
there.
nice.
Yeah. I would say so.
That's all I got.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
great.
did read one. I think the answer is just email support, but it was how does one get sponsored by Ocean Four-Wheel Drive, like for an event or something?
Oh, you mean for like a team driver?
Yeah, I would say so. I think so. Yeah.
Sure. We're always, looking for people to represent us at, either events or even builders, that type of thing. If you go to the website and scroll down to the bottom in sponsorships, you'll see that there's the event sponsorship, but right below that is factory team driver. Fill out that information, and I'll make sure to get that to the team managers. It doesn't guarantee you a position, but what it does is it connects you with the team managers, and then they'll talk to you about, expectations and that type of stuff. And would love to have more team drivers.
Got one more question that just popped in. Mike Garcia has a body he's trying to assemble. Do you guys have a suggestion for what type of glue they should use?
for one of our bodies.
One of our bodies.
What's C gluing?
It just says, I've got a body I need to assemble. Do you have a suggestion for glue I should use?
Any off-the-shelf CA glue works on our products. If you want to get a type of CA glue with a kicker or an accelerator, that's always good.
But it depends on what you're gluing.
Yeah, it
If you're
depends on what
gluing the
you're gluing.
windows, you want to have a foam safe CA
Yeah,
so that it
something.
doesn't fog it, or use something like shoe goo, which is more of a silicone glue for around windows. Anything with clear glass, you always want to avoid anything that has fumes.
So it doesn't
But
fog out the
if
glass.
if he wants more specific information, have him contact us at support@rc4wd.com, and we can kind of be more specific on that answer.
Great question.
Yeah.
Really great question. Yeah. It's always important to adhesive, so you don't want to always test something beforehand in an inconspicuous area too, if you have any doubts.
Yep. Any
Good
other
point too with
questions?
the clear glass.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've done
regular
that. I've done
seal.
that too many
Yeah,
times.
Or you get a fingerprint left over
Yep,
too. It
yep.
fogs to the fingerprint for some reason.
Yep.
E6000 is a good choice too.
Right.
If
Yeah, that's the other version. It's shoe goo.
I like E6000 because if you want to remove it too, it peels
Peels
away
right
eventually.
off.
Yeah, really strong adhesive. So.
Okay.
All right.
Good. Well,
Well, good
thank
luck,
you for
everyone.
Thank you for taking your time with us, and look forward to seeing you guys
In
either
January,
in
yeah.
January, if not before. Thanks.